さてですね、とうとう行きましょう。素晴らしい新世界。ね。はい、ソフィアと対面するですね。アカンデさんだったっけ？はい。タルタロス。もう戻れないっていう話をちらっと聞きました。タルタルスへ行くと。ね。やり残してることありません。はい、続けます。じゃあ一応セーブしますよ。はい。
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution.
あじゃ
Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
何か役立つ情報はないですか？
Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident
あ
escapes are as follows: 0.
ゼ
The
ロね。
interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would
は
also
い。
ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return.
ひどいわ。そんなこと起きないよ。
Understood. If you die or are incarcerated for life, I can generate a new ID for the next captain.
そ
I
うね。
would prefer if you return, though. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
あらま。
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy.
そうっすか。
You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized. At which point,
処
your
刑だっ
vessel will
て
be
さ。
seized and you will be executed.
どれくらい？
I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead.
オッケー。どうしよう。この飲んだし。
What? Oh, yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am. I just couldn't see you clearly before. Screen's on the fritz. Damn thing. But for the record, now that I hear you,
ま
I
た嘘言っ
totally
ちゃって。
recognize you. Totally. You're, you, of course. Obviously. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock.
あ、なん
Wait,
だ
is
ろう。
that from the groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received.
やった。
Transmitting data to external cartridge.
オッケー。
How can I be of assistance?
さようなら。
I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
はーい。では、行きましょう。さあさあさあさあさあさあ。誰連れてこうかね。まあ、エリーは確実だよね。ニョカどうしようか。サムにしてみようか。でも全然振ってないんだよね。ニョカにするか。さあ、あそこですね。あ、エレベーターか。OK。で、ID があると思うので、駆け抜け作戦でいきますか。
The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe.
よしよしよ
Push
し。
on, Mardad.
足遅よし。足、エレベーター、エレベーター。おー、よしよしよし。はい。ああ、ギリギリ間に合った。
walking into a prison. They lock me up, I'm liable to.
今持ってるのは、ライフルね。93。すごいね、ロングガン。っ
Kill everyone trying to get back.
ていうのをやってみようか。
Getting in's one thing.
これ
Hope
か。
we're able to get out again.
よ これいらなかったな、でもな、この。
We have a
So-
lot of shooting to do, Captain.
そうだよ、頑張ってよ。このアサルトライフルウルトラってなんだっけ。ショックか。じゃあ今のところこれもショックだよね。これをグレラン腐食ってなかったっけ。
I can take a hand.
これでよし。お、あら、あ、そうやれちゃった。ここで上に行かれそうな、行かれなそうな。ここでこれどう？駆け抜け作戦は。ここ。よしよし。ここまで来たぞ。よしよしよしよし。確か。よしよしよし。よしよしよしよしよし。よーし。さて、ここは素晴らしい。しかも直せる。磁気ピック、ビットカートリッジ、こんなのでも。まあこういうのあれだよね。売ればいいんだよね。よし。じゃあ結局またここ行きますよ。お、さて、ここはダメだわ。
Guess we're going up.
これいけるの？これあ、こっちか。紫があそこだから。わ、
Are you new here?
あ、
I didn't think we were hiring more staff.
うん。セキュリテ
Oh,
ィ
that's great. Thank you, man.
管理者には伝えておきます。
Much appreciated. I'll get out of your way.
ここか。よし。結局大丈夫だった。あ、まだまだ。お、ちょっとなんで？あ、そっか、上の階にも行かなくちゃいけないから。それで今度はどこだ？
Get in there, troops. For Monarch. For Halcyon.
お、あった。あそこか。よし。ここは何がいるんだ？ああ、切れた。切れたぞ。
Hold it.
お、
Something about you doesn't look right.
うん。私の見た目に何か問題でも？
That's not what I'm saying.
そういう風に聞こえたわよ。
Whoa. Forget I asked.
ここかな？お、結構スムーズに来たよ、ここまで。どこ行くんだろう？こっちか。ここだ。意外に来た、普通に。 これはドアの封鎖解除。何のドアかしら。あ、この人だ。
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus.
おまけとはひどい。
Ah, and the wayward doctor. Are you about done with your escapades? We have faces that need lifting after all.
These days, I'm more interested in breaking them. Wouldn't mind taking a swing at yours.
Ah, I knew I smelled Monarch when you lot walked in. The stench of sulfur, depression, and desperate bravado is unmistakable.
Keep talking, and you'll be smelling iron. Ain't nobody so important I won't put a bullet in.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want
ひどいね。
recognizable to show to my citizens.
発表って？
Haven't you heard? Phineas is working for us now.
あらま。
It took some doing, but employing an efficient management strategy of putting our guns to his head seems to have done the trick.
勘弁してよ。
Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
変なやつ。ならば無駄にする時間はないわ。行きましょう。じゃあこっち？これか。上も含めの時間なんだよな。さてと次の目標はまっすぐだね。あ、こっちからね、行かない。やばい。時間がないですよ、時間が。これだ、これ。よし。やった。ギリギリセーフ。
Calm before the storm and all that.
Hope you're right about this, Captain.
おー、切れた。さあ、ここはなんだ？おお、びっくりした。
You have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've been working with Dr. Wells from the beginning. When we moved to arrest him, he was prepared. I lost good soldiers in the attempt. You've disrupted the balance of
怒ってる
power.
ね。
You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
もう終わったのよ、ソフィア。
I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm aware of your diplomatic talents, Captain. You have a gift for manipulation. But I warn you, I'm no easy mark. For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon. And therefore you are my enemy.
フィニアスのために来たのよ。
You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No.
え、
Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony.
彼を置いてつもりはない
That's
わよ。
mostly correct. You're not leaving here
あら
at
ま
all.
あ、そうなの？
I take no pleasure in this, you know. I simply have no other option. Leaving you alive is too great a risk,
あららら、さよなら言われちゃった。
Captain.
フィニアスを助けてから必要があれば。
I had a feeling you'd say that. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down the drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically or something.
あちゃぱー。どっちかに行ったら、あ、なんかいます。一応ここでセーブしよう。セーブしました。こことこっちはどう違うの？あ、封鎖か。どうしよう。一応入るか、じゃあ。で、ここから出ると。ほほー。準備はアサルトラフウルトラライトマシンガン93、276、89、ロングガンね。これグレランをちょっと外してグレラン、これはダメよね。オッケー。じゃあどうしよう。最初は93。おお、来た来た来た来た。やばいやばい。あ、どこいた？うわ、やばいやばい。どこ行った？うわ、ちょっと。遅い。早くどいて。ちょっと見ようか。来た。 こに。いや、いやー、まずいな。
To shreds, you say?
Yeah. Oh. マジかよ。うわ。 とやった。弾がないんじゃないかな。エネルギーセルばっかりだ。だって次はどこに行くんだ？こっち？さあ何でやってやろうか。これかな。すごいね。5点。こっち？ここか。あれ？終わり？これで終わりですか、あなた。ちょっと。使う。いたいた。こっちから行かれないの。封鎖中？使ったよ。よしよしよし。
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
大丈夫？
I'm all right, thanks to you. Akande wanted my cooperation. I'm quite sure she would have beaten it out of me if you hadn't arrived. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
全く嬉しくないね。
Earth has gone dark.
嘘。
We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth is humanity's home planet, Miss Fenhill. The psychological effects of losing our original home will be devastating.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make do on our own. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
これからやることはたくさんあるわね。
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds. And then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
じゃあ手伝うわ。
I can't tell you how glad I am to hear that. When I revived you, I thought we were going to save this colony all by ourselves. But I was wrong. We can't save Halcyon on our own. We're all going to have to pull together, somehow. We are not a colony anymore. Our last connection to Earth has been severed. I don't know if we'll survive, but we're going to have to try our best.
終わったようですね。
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan.
これ私の後
But
ろ
the
姿ですか？
stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment she landed in Emerald Vale, her actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. As the colony struggled to survive, the inspirational story of the iconoclasts spread like wildfire, and Graham was able to bring many of the smaller Terra 2 townships into the fold. However, his zealous obsession with spreading the word blinded him to the needs of a growing organization, and the movement was unsustainable at scale. The iconoclast way seemed to work best, and ultimately petered out on Monarch. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. As for Reed Thompson, it was said that he lasted exactly 2 days outside the walls of Edgewater. Years later, a marauder was found in possession of his hat.
死んじゃったんだ。
Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the
あ、いいね。
Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers, schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were
まあ
reluctant
私
to
がボロボロに
surrender
しちゃ
the
ったからね。
luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time
う
indeed.
ん。すみません。
Your influence shifted Ellie's
Eddie.
perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people.
そうだ、保険あったんだ。
Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own.
いいんじゃ
She
ない？
hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for
フ
Felix
ェリックス
Millstone.
ね。ごめんね、あん
The
まり
grand
使わなくて。
revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker. And Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name. And in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. Though he was always haunted by the failures of his past, he was determined to make things right by building toward the future. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. The revival project was hard and painful work, but in the end, despite limited resources, over half the Hope's colonists were successfully revived. Even after Wells passed away, the Hope scientists and engineers worked night and day to pull Halcyon from the brink of collapse. Their efforts continue to this day, which may be reason enough for optimism. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Life will never be the same in Halcyon. It is widely agreed that the colony has a chance of stabilizing within a generation, owing to the hard work and determination of the surviving colonists. Recovery is a distant goal, and the path is long and uncertain. But the people of Halcyon carry on, determined as ever. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
さあ、これで終わったようです。はい。長かったですね、これ。動画数って多分、 私今日19を使ったので20か21くらいになるんじゃないですかね。はい。それではですね、皆様お疲れ様でした。見ていただいた方々もありがとうございます。それではまた次のゲーム何になるか分かりませんが、またお会いしましょう。では。